Adonais Temple looks pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Not as good as the mansion over here, of course, but still pretty good. Let's start by completing Priest in Peril quest. And there we go! Quest complete, and that's also my new best in slot prayer main weapon, the Wolfbane Dagger. I'll never use it. Let's go ahead and get the all fired up quest done, and then I'll continue on with Missing Presumed Death as far as you can. And quest complete. Hey, actually got a fire making level from that, 67. Now let's do Missing Presumed Death as far as I can, and then I can roll a new chunk. And that's about as far as I can go. Next step needs me to go to the Wizard's Tower, and I don't have access to that, so that's everything complete. It'd be kind of cool to start headed into Cannabis and Mauritania. I haven't really looked into see what tasks would unlock with there, but it'd be pretty cool to go get those ones, especially the Slayer Tower would unlock a lot of stuff potentially once I get Slayer. Though I haven't really looked into see what anything unlocks aside from what I've talked about before. I like to go in a bit blind. Personally, I'd either want the number 4 here, like I said before, for Archaeology and the Willow Trees, and then number 12 next for the Maple Trees. Or start headed into Anacronia, because I'd really love to get all the way up here to Irby Werby, so I don't have to worry about Herblore too much, and just do that every week. But let's see what things take us. Oh, headed up towards Damonheim. What does that unlock? Any tasks? Just one. Just going through the entrance there, but that unlocks my the ability to start headed into Damonheim and potentially unlocking Dungeoneering. That's pretty scary, because that's pretty certain I need both these chunks for Dungeoneering, but if once I get it, I think it will unlock like a level 95 Dungeoneering task, because I'll need to get to the deepest floor. And plus, it'll unlock chaotic weaponry and stuff, and those are 200,000 Dungeoneering tokens a piece, and that's 2 million experience a piece, so I'll probably end up getting like 99. That'd be crazy. Although this here is the 3rd elite dungeon, but I consider the elite dungeons to be group content, so I will not be doing any of the elite dungeons as tasks. I might go into them to try out, but they're not going to be tasks. But let's just go ahead and complete the one task to go through the gate. Pass on through the gate, then task complete. Mark that as complete, and let's go ahead and roll. Oh, hey! Brings me down to the swamp here. So it turns out that this chunk here shouldn't have actually been rollable, because I can't actually get through the gate here until I guess I start Nature's Spirit, which I can't do until I do Restless Ghost. I talked to Drizzle and everything, and then nothing happened, so I will just have to relock the chunk and turn any other rollable chunks from this one unrollable. The only way I can get in is if I like go around this way, and I don't have that chunk unlocked, so I guess I'll have to re-roll then. Or, well, I guess this chunk technically was rollable because of the little nothing spot right here that I can reach, but other than that, yeah, nothing else I can do here, so let's just roll a different chunk. And hey, Cooking Guild! How about that? What does this unlock for me? Gertrude's Cat up to step 3, and I can do one of the God Emissaries. Do I have access to a chef's hat? I might be able to actually enter the Cooking Guild if so. But let's explore for a little bit. It unlocks me access to this bank here, which is another bank I have, which is nice. The anvil here, which I'll probably just use the anvil at the fort, because I get rested experience killing in the fort. The apothecary down here, which I think is used for diary tasks, I forget, but then a tanner here, so if I get access to cows or something, I have a tanner to tan hides with, which is nice. And then, of course, there's Gertrude's house over here, which I can do the quest, and then I guess there's a God Emissary somewhere around here. Not sure where. Oh wait, yeah I do. The Zerosian God Emissary right here, and I can do the step 1 of the task. And I did have a chef's hat in my bank, so let's I believe my cooking level is high enough that I can, yeah, go into the Chef's Guild here. I wonder what any of the shops in here might have. That might be useful to help me train cooking up better. Let's trade him, just a... What's the flour in pie dishes? That depends on how fast the pots of flour restock. But that's very nice. I'll be able to... I think I can make meat pie with the meat. That'd be a way to start training cooking better. It's just a shame I don't think I have access to this bank booth until... Yeah. I have like a Varrock achievement diary done. Anything else in here? Some cooking apples. I can probably make apple pie then as well. Dairy churn if I had access to milk. Some more apples. Jug, empty pot, grapes. Ooh, jug and grapes just spawn there. I can make wines. Might have some world hopping content, and even though I hate world hopping content. And then there's also just wheat right there. I think that's within my chunk. No, that's just outside of my chunk, so that's not... Can't grind my own wheat, so I'll have to buy them from him. But yeah, it looks like those restock like one every minute, so I could use that for training cooking. I might just do that for a while. Buy up a bunch of pots of flour and some pie dishes and see about making some pies. I've decided that despite the fact that how much I hate world hopping content, that since there is grapes and jugs here and then pie tins right here, then I'm gonna go ahead and do the level 80 cooking grind. And I'm gonna also just keep buying up all the pots of flour and pie tins from the shop as it restocks. I have enough cooked rat meat to get the level 80 cooking using just meat pies alone. But I figured also doing the wines can help speed it up as well. And later I'm gonna go ahead and kill a bunch of imps to get enough clay to be able to build oak shelves too, so I can just get a bunch of all the pie dishes I want from there as well. That way, since the pots of flour restock much quicker than the pie dishes, and even with world hopping I seem to be having more pots of flour than pie dishes. So I'll be doing this for quite a while, and forgot to set my Herblore cap to level 19, and I have a task to get level 19 to make a Guam tar. So I use all the herbs and secondaries at my bank, and I literally have 1 XP left till I get there. So I just need to kill men and women here until I get 1 more herb to clean, and then I'll be able to finish up that extra task that I didn't realize I had. There we go, Terraman. So let's go ahead and just clean that real quick. And there we go, level 19. Let's make some Guam tar, and there we go, task complete. I really wish we had like a hotkey we could use to just world hop with, like an old school RuneScape using like the RuneLite plugin. But I have to manually right-click the thing to hit world hop and then select the world. I was able to change some settings to make the world hopping go a little faster. You're able to make it to where you don't need to have confirmation, and also set it to members only, so I got that, and hide legacy worlds, and so I'm always going to the world I can go into, aside from like the VIP or the total level worlds. Figured it'd be much quicker just to grab the jug and the grapes for making wines with, instead of also grabbing the pie tin, since I'm, like I said earlier, I'm planning on killing imps for some more clay so I can make teak shelves too in the house, since I can teleport the house. Even though the house isn't technically in any of my chunks, it's still accessible to me since I teleport directly inside, and I can teleport directly outside of it as well. Don't have too many, so I haven't been doing this for too long, but I just hate world hopping content. This is at least 230, actually more than that, since I've actually made some jugs as well. So I've done like 400 world hopped already, and I'm already hating my life, but I gotta get it like a total of 5,000 of these or 10,000 of these, so a mix of them, so probably end up doing like 3,000 or 4,000 world hops total. Home sweet empty home. Just gonna build a kitchen here real quick, and then make the oak shelves too. And I'll be able, according to the wiki, I should be able to grab pie dishes. It's gonna be a lot of clicking, but better than world hopping. And this is how I'll gather up the pie dishes I have once I have enough grapes and jugs and flour to get me the cooking level I need. If my math is right, I have enough materials here to get to level 72 cooking. I think I'll stop and get every level as I get enough materials, just to break up the monotony of all the world hops. And also headed to the house to pick up extra pie dishes as I need them. And I've already set up a bunch of presets to start with. Preset 9, I can just use the jugs on the well here and then fill them up. And then I'll use the grapes on the jugs to get the unfermented wine and then just keep doing that. And then for the meat pies, what I have set up, I have number 8 set up here for the pots of flour to turn them into pastry dough. Make sure to select that every time if it's not selected. And then after it makes all the pastry dough, I'll come up here and then do number 7. Use pastry dough and pie dish. I'll make a full inventory of pie dishes. And then grab the cooked meat here and make some uncooked meat pie from the rats. And then after I get all the uncooked meat pies made up, I'll head to range to cook them. I got a couple of range choices. I'll probably just use the one in the Cook's Guild, why not? Until I get Murder on the Border done. This is the closest range to a bank I have, I believe. So this is where I'll be going for cooking my meat pie. There we are, 72 cooking. Just need 8 more levels. I'm almost halfway there. Up to 73 cooking now. I went a little past it because I had a daily challenge for cooking. So I'm over halfway done with the 80 cooking grind. So just need another million experience. There's 74 cooking, and there's 75. We have 76. Each level takes longer and longer, more world hops. It was suggested to me by some of the other Chunkmen to go ahead and just finish this Anacronia tutorial thing until I reach the base camp, and then I'll be able to properly start rolling chunks on Anacronia. So I'm just going to quickly finish this up, and then I'll be able to start making progress on Anacronia. There we go, quick and easy to complete. Now let's get out of this dirty chunk that I don't have unlocked. But now I'll be able to properly start rolling chunks on Anacronia. 77 cooking, 3 levels to go. Up to 26 Herblore. I got the Jacket Trade order the other day and I've been using it down to Herblore, and I can now make energy potions, which is nice because I actually have access to chocolate bars in the Cooking's Guild over there. So with Hairlander and chocolate bars, I can make energy potions, which will be a nice Herblore training method. 78! Just 2 more to go. I'm officially done with the world hopping. Now I just gotta make the pies and wine. Decided to get enough materials for the next 2 levels. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make about 900 pies and almost 1,300 wines, and then it should be 80 cooking. But I just gotta go to the house and get all the pie dishes I need. Hey, 79 cooking, still on the wines. You know, during this whole grind to level 80 cooking so I could cook a shark, I just realized I haven't actually gotten a raw shark yet. I need to head back down into the chaos tunnels after reaching level 80 to kill some water fiends until I can manage to get a raw shark from them, so that should be fun. I'll have plenty of good food though. I'll have the wines here if I decide to use Ranger Magic, and I'll have the meat pies, which will be pretty decent, or the teas. So yeah, it's not like I'll be hurting for food. There we have it! Level 80 cooking! I can now cook sharks, which is fantastic. A few extra meat pies is fine, but now I just need to go down back into the chaos tunnels and kill some water fiends to get that raw sharks I need. Probably try to get a couple in case I burn it. And I still have the few easy tasks left to do that I haven't even touched yet, but I wanted to knock this out of the way first. Look at that, 3,600 meat pies, 4,000 jugs of wine. I don't need these placeholders anymore, but that's just kind of crazy how many I got there. But makes for some great food. This will be great for when I'm using melee, either cups of tea, and this will be great for when I'm using magic or range, which range is what I plan on using against the water fiends. Here we are at the water fiends. I didn't remember if they're aggressive or not, but thankfully they aren't aggressive. Let's see how many kills they'll take before I can get some sharks. I prefer to get multiples in case I burn it, but well, I'll just keep going until I die. No sharks on that first trip. Did get a couple of raw lobsters, but that's about it. Gotta make another one. There we go, there's the sharks I need. It took a couple trips, like 5 or 6, but I finally got them. I forgot that I dropped them instead of 2, so I'll have 2 chances to cook. Let's hope I don't burn them, although I'll finish off this trip, see if I can't get some more. Alrighty, got my pink Santa hat on for good luck. Let's go ahead and cook these raw sharks and hope they don't burn. First one. Hey! First one done, and neither one burns. Task complete. Very nice. Now let's go do the easy task that I've been putting off for like the last 2 weeks. Let's start Gertrude's cat. I'll be able to complete this up to step 3 according to Chunk Picker, and I'll get to the point where I'll need to actually retrieve the cat, and I don't actually have access to a bucket of milk, I don't think, and I definitely don't have access to sardines, so that's where I'll have to end this quest as far as I can go. Try to pick up the cat, and this is as far as I can go. I don't have access to milk, so this task is complete. Now I just gotta do the step 1s of the 3 different emissary tasks for this guy right here. Alrighty, I started them all up to step 1, and that's basically all I can do for it, so that's all the task complete. Yeah, I decided to get the big one out of the way first by getting the 80 cooking, but that's everything done now. So let's go ahead and roll the next chunk. As usual, I really haven't looked too much into any of the new chunks that I can potentially unlock, but the ones I want to unlock the most, of course, is 2 for willow trees, 8 here for the maple trees, and then 16 here for access to this mine as well, so both of these mines would be awesome to have to be able to make up to, I think I can make up to either mithril or adamant with using transmutation, or go 7 and 5 to try to head towards the wilderness tree event, and then of course just make my way up onto Anacronia. But let's go and roll and see where we go. Green Dragons Wilderness Chunk. Any tasks unlocked there? Nothing. That's a free roll. I actually think that's also where the King Black Dragon Wilderness event happens, which is nice. Not that I don't think I'd be able to do enough damage, but yeah, that's basically a free roll. Might as well go up there and explore a bit, but then that we'll roll another one afterwards. Here we are. A bunch of water fiends over here. Would have been a much more convenient place to kill them than the Chaos Tunnels for that shark, but oh well. Of course, the green dragons over here, get the dragon bones and use them on the altar for prayer training, which would be nice. As well as their dragon hide to train crafting if I unlock a way to train crafting. And then over here, I believe, is where the King Black Dragon event happens. Like I said, not that I'll be able to actually do enough damage to get the reward, but it's nice that I have that option. And then there's the Charming Moss just outside of my chunk, which that's a higher level hunting thing, but other than that, not much of a note here. Some Soul Gazers, want to avoid those. I think they're aggressive, and I don't have to Slayer for level for them, but yeah. Let's roll the next chunk then. Alrighty, let's roll, see where we go. And we get Varrock Southeast Mine. I unlock Archaeology. Very nice. Ooh, a lot of stuff to unlock since I have access to the Infernal Dig site. I'm gonna have to... Ooh, that's a... It's picking up the Archaeology, Master Archaeology stuff and the Archaeology jacket, but that requires a lot higher level than I have my cap on, so all the Archaeology outfit pieces are going to be backlogged. Oh, apparently there's goblins here, so I'll be able to kill those. Be able to get the willow trees, which is very nice. I should be able to, do murder on the border. And apparently I can do the combat up to step 3 now. And I'll be able to complete some of the mysteries and start some of the mysteries. Level 40 mining for an adamant rock, which I already have that. And I'll be able to get the adamant mattock from the store there, so... Let's go ahead and... I'll save Archaeology for last, since that's going to take a bit, since I'll have to just get resources till I can do the dig site. So I'll do everything else. Although, with Archaeology unlocked now, that means the Carrag dig site chunk will be rollable next time I roll a chunk. And if I happen to roll this chunk without being connected to the main chunk, all the surrounding chunks will not be rollable. They at least will only be rollable if I connect to the main chunk block. But yeah, Carrot Dig site is open for rolls now. Just gonna go ahead and knock out the little archaeology tutorial out of the way, so that way I can have access to the teleport down here, which will be very convenient. So I won't have to save me about like 30 seconds or a minute, however long it takes to run down here. That's all for the first relic to the monolith, and this will give me a little HP boost, plus 500 to my health, which might be helpful. There we go, got that complete, and I have the journal to be able to teleport right here, which will be very nice to get down to the southern part of this area. In order to get to the level I need for the dig site here, the Infernal Dig site, I'll probably just have to gather the third age iron from over here, which is fine. You need a lot of third age iron anyways for all sorts of artifacts, but I'll worry about that later. I gain access to there should be some willow trees around here. I think they're over here, and I'll be able to complete the Murder on the Border quest, which I think I'll go ahead and do that as the first thing I'll do. Let's see here. Here's the mine. I'll be able to... There's tin and copper. Ooh, I can actually train smithing. So there's the adamant I'll need a mine, and there's mithril. Once I gain access to the iron from the mine on the other side, I can use divination and turn it into coal and make mithril stuff, which is nice. Let's see, there's the willow trees I can chop, which is fantastic. Hey, a bunch of giant rats. How far does this chunk go? It goes just about here. I'm barely out of range of the elder tree, which is just fine with me. Let's see, there should be some goblin spawns as well. Ooh, unicorn, so I'll be able to easily get unicorn horns without having to kill a bunch of ants for it if I need to make anti-poisons, but there should be a goblin spawn somewhere. There they are. Looks like just one goblin. That's awful. It wanders into the chunk I had unlocked, but I guess it spawns in this chunk, and I'll be able to get the 2 collection logs from it, the goblin armor and the goblin book. Let's see if we get lucky with the first kill for one of them. Come here, goblin. And you are dead. Am I gonna get lucky right off the bat? No, but ooh, goblin skull. I'll need that for the rag and bone man, which I'm gonna need. Not be able to continue till I have Draenor, so I have access to vinegar. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and do Murder on the Border first and start that, and then chop a bunch of willow trees. I'm not sure if willows will be better woodcutting and fletching training than oaks are, considering I only have an iron hatchet. But it'd be nice to have that option to me now, and I'll have to look into see if I can actually upgrade any of the other buildings with willows. I'm not entirely sure if I can or not. I guess I need to build a command center first before I can actually start Murder on the Border, which... okay, I better go start chopping those willow trees then, and I'll be able to upgrade my oak wood box to a willow wood box, which is actually going to be one of my tasks. A quick teleport down there, very nice. Let's craft fletching here, and let's make myself a willow wood box. Boosh! Task complete, and I got myself a new wood box. I only need 144 willow logs for the command center, which... that's not even a full wood box, so I'll just fill up the wood box. Figured since I'm already over here, I might as well mine myself a adamant ore. It's gonna take a while since I only have a bronze pickaxe. Wow, that is... yeah, that's gonna take quite a while to mine this, but... figured I should go ahead and get an adamant ore while I'm here. I've been mining that adamant rock for like 40 minutes now, and I still haven't gotten an ore yet. But there's a crash started here, and I tagged it, which got me up to level 41 mining. But it was at level 5. Now it's at level 4, so figured I might as well mine it and stack up some stardust. The recent woodcutting and fletching update also updated the crash stars, because I think you need like the tier 10 for some sort of for the like level 110 fletching thing to make the new best of bow. I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into that. I just know that the fletching update is what gave me those tantalizing maple trees over there. Yeah, that was a nice little AFK time. aside from the AFK time I spent just mining the adamant rock. Got up to 46 mining from that. I might have to do any falling stars I see, and got some cosmic and astral runes and gold spirits. I'm certain the stardust will be useful in the future, but hopefully this will speed up my mining of the adamant rock, because like I said, I spent like 40 minutes just sitting there mining away before the star crash. Ooh, wait, I'm doing consistent damage now. Before I was just like spent like a minute or two mining before any progress made, so I should have got my mining level up before this, and I wasted all that time. There we go, task complete. I got myself an adamant ore. Let's build up the command center. It's not gonna have any real use for me quite yet, but in the far-flung future, when I have access to all sorts of stuff, it'll be useful. There we go, got the command center built. Ports can't use that, Anacronia, miscellanea. The only one I could possibly do is research notes, but that's once I get the higher archaeology level and up my stat to like the 2nd tier or whatever. But now I can start the murder on the border and get that complete. And I have the kitchen built. This is going to be my best place for any future cooking grind, since right here is the bank and the range, and then there'll be a sink right here if I need to do wines again, which I hope I don't, because I hate world hopping. And once I'm done with the quest, I'll have a shop that I'll be able to buy stuff from right here. Don't quite remember what's in the shop. But let's finish up the quest. And quest complete, which is that task complete. And I get a couple of lamps here. Prismatic lamp and a construction lamp. Not sure what I'd want to actually put this into. I'll just put the... Actually, I'll just put it into defensive, since that's an option and I still need the defense anyways. And oh, I guess I'll gain access to the shop once I have the tier 2 kitchen. So I guess I don't quite have access to a shop yet. Can I even build a tier 2 kitchen? Let's see what that needs. Acacia. So I won't be able to do that for a while. Where's the nearest Acacia tree, I wonder? It says Hetz Oasis is the nearest one. So I'm actually pretty close to some Acacia trees, since I guess they added some to Hetz Oasis here. I'm going to look through and see if there's any others I can upgrade with Willow. I can build the tier 2 of the command center, since I have access to you, so that's another task I'll need to do, even though the chunk picture doesn't tell me to do it. So I'm not gonna... That's the next thing I'm going to do. Get enough view logs to build the tier 2 of the command center. I got the construction pet! How about that? That's hilarious! The construction pet! That's like my favorite pet ever! Let's get the pet out here. Baby Yaga! Hello, my buddy. How you doing? And there we go. Level 72 construction and tier 2 of the command center complete. That's a nice little task done. I only got 3 non-archaeology related tasks that's complete. One is a diary task to chop down this tree. Task complete. And then I gotta kill this one lone goblin spawn here until I get the goblin mail and the goblin book. Which luckily it's very common, but it's only one spawn, so I gotta either world hop or wait for it to spawn. Hey, collection log, goblin mail. And now just need the goblin book. And there's the goblin book. That's the collection logs complete for both of them. Don't need to kill goblins anymore. Now let's go visit the emissary and get up to step 3 of the combat tasks. 2 Blackguards later, I'm done with that. And the next one required me to get to Yanil. So that's going to be a while before I can do the next combat one. So all I got left is a bunch of archaeology stuff. I have a task to get my best in slot matic, which is actually the rune, so that's task complete. And then I'll have one to get level 40 to use the adamant one. But I think all the rest of the tasks are related to doing the different mysteries I can do. And then even though the chunk builder doesn't show it, I'm also gonna complete every artifact collection I can. Like hand in artifacts to each person that need them. So let's go ahead and... But first is before I can even think of even working on artifacts, is I'll need to get to level 20 archaeology, which I'm at level 5 right now. And the other 15 levels I'll have to get just by excavating. Not even a full inventory of 3rd age iron. I'm already at level 10, so I can upgrade to the iron matic, which is nice. Even though the chunk picker doesn't list it as a task, this is going to be one of my tasks to get the assistant qualification, since it only needs level 40 archaeology, and I need to go up to 42 to gain access to the next dig site, which will be rollable. And I'll be able to do collector symbol and mystery solvers. That's only one collector can complete, which I can do, and one mystery, which I'll be solving two and starting a third. And then discover and restore. That's I'll probably complete those as well, since that's discover and restore 25 artifacts. So I will be getting the assistant qualification, which means I'll also need to get these 3 upgrades from the assistant shop. The Chunkman was showing the archaeology and the outfit, the master archaeology pit, but this is like level 70, I think it is, and this is like level 99, and that's way too high for me, and plus I don't think I can get those qualifications anyways. And I'll probably end up getting higher than 42 archaeology, getting to all the chronotes I need, but that's fine. And because I'll get up to 42 for the next dig site, which will be the Everlight dig site here, which will become rollable. And if I happen to roll the Everlight dig site, I'll just go ahead and unlock the entire dig site here. Because like every other dig site, not counting the Dragonkin ones up on the Anacronia, are literally just in one tile. So that's, and there's nothing else really related to these aside from a spot here, one of the vampire quests. So that's what I'll do. And I guess also there's a Damonheim one, but that's scary because that unlocks dungeoneering it, and I don't want to think about dungeoneering at the moment. And there we go, level 20 archaeology already. It didn't take too long. Let's go see how many 38 irons we collected. 118 to get from 5 to 20, not too bad. I can also grab my steel matic here and upgrade that. And now let's head to the Infernal Source and the Star Lodge. Can't really study anything until I got the next tier. Yeah, but I can search all this stuff here. Hey, that's actually achievements. Loot all the stuff. But yeah, it gets me some Orphan Glass and Gold Rune, a damaged Crested Dagon, and an undamaged one. That does mean I'm gonna need to get at least one more to... Yeah, I'm gonna need to excavate one more to repair this, and then I'm gonna need, how many more? Okay, so we're only gonna need 2 more for Asura there. Just start in on getting all the artifacts I need. And if I read this will give me some archaeology experience, and I think this will also give me a little bit of archaeology experience. Looks like I'll need 2 copies of this painting because, of course, the museum, which everything goes to the museum, and then the art critic over at the Varrock Museum. Got all the pages I need for the Eyes and Their Stars mysteries. Now I just need to get one more Eye of Dagon to add to the fireplace here, and then I'll be the first mystery completed. And that's one of the tasks as well. And level 30 archaeology can upgrade to the Mithril, which is very nice. I already put this Crested Dagon in here, and that should complete the mystery. And bada bing, bada boom. Mystery complete, and that's that task done. Very nice. And gives me access to all down here, which will be what I need to do the first collection of the Zamorak 1 collection over at the museum. But I'm not quite ready to do any archaeology down here because I still need to get another Crested Dagons to hand into the museum. So it turns out I won't actually be able to get the qualification assistant because the only collection I can potentially complete with my level restriction of 42 is the Zamorakian 1 at the museum. And I can complete 8 of the 9 artifacts, but the 9th one, the Ritual Dagger, you need a cut ruby in order to restore that one, and I have no access to cut rubies. I have 2 uncut rubies, but without a way to actually train my crafting up, I can't really do it. So until I gain access to crafting or get a cut ruby some other way, I don't need to get the assistant qualification, or I get a different collection I can complete. I've handed in all the different artifacts I can at the moment. All I need now is to get the pages so I can complete the Embrace the Chaos mystery. Then as soon as I complete that, I should be able to complete all the steps of contract clause that I can. I gotta get the pages, and as you can see, I haven't gotten a single one yet, and I really hate page mysteries. All 4 pages got. Now let's go ahead and finish up this mystery. Enter the portal, and that should be the mystery complete. Now I just gotta do the 4 parts of the contract clause I can do. That's the Libra one done. Hey, level 40 archaeology. Let's go ahead and put this on my tool belt. I just need to get 2 more levels once I'm done with the contract clause pieces I can do. That's the Tauros one done. There's the Sagittarius one done. Let's go grab some Dragon Bones real quick and then take care of the Pisces one, and then that'll be all the tasks except for getting to level 42. There we go. That's all that I'm able to do for contract clause at the moment. Let's transcribe all these. That's all the tasks done, except for I just need to get the 42, so when I roll the next chunk, I can possibly roll the Everlight Dig site. Just missed it, but I hit level 42 Archaeology, and I got the invitation to the Everlight Dig site, so that's everything I needed to do. So now I can roll the next chunk. So that was a pretty quick chunk overall. Got everything complete here, and I haven't really looked too far into things, except for 13 here, which would be pretty scary since that actually has an 84 crafting grind, since I have access to clay rocks there. Plus it has access to the stronghold security, and so I'd need to get level 50 rune crafting because of the Anacronia mythic cloth, and I'd need to make the mythic orb for the best in slot offhand magic. Plus I need to make full mythic for the best in slot magic all around. And it also has coal rocks, which with the mithril here, and then copper and tin here, I can train my smithing up to 30 to make a mithril hatchet, and that also makes me have to do the elder tree grind, since there's an elder tree right here in this chunk. Since I would consider a mithril hatchet acceptable for the elder tree grind, which would require me to get 90 wood cutting to cut it, which is a given. Need to get 90 fire making to burn the log, 95 fletching to make the Elder Shield bow, and 99 construction, because I can make the tier 3 of the command center. So that is a very scary chunk. This also has the Elder Tree, but since I only have an iron hatchet, I would not count the Elder Tree grind. But this one here, very scary. Although I'm kind of hoping I get it, because that'd be a lot to do, but I'd no longer have to worry about it. So let's see where we go. Graveyard of Shadows! Farther into the wilderness. Any tasks from this? Nothing! So that's a free chunk. But I'm gonna go explore it. A lot of abyssal demons hang around this one. Popular for people to come and kill them for AFK activities. Ooh, a random crossbow, but I already have access to that. Some zombies, which are aggressive. Might be good for training, although if I'm killing zombies, I'd prefer to kill the fetid ones. I know this place is needed for, like, a quest, I believe. But other than that, there's really not much here, so let's go roll another chunk. Oh, that's awkward. I accidentally double-tapped my record, and I missed it, but I rolled the Black Salamander chunk, which is just another free chunk. Not gonna bother exploring that one, because there's nothing there, so let's go ahead and roll another one. Wilderness Dracolith Mine. What's there? Obviously the Dracolith. Level 60 mining to mine Dracolith. Ooh, a Wilderness Achievement Diary, and oh, that's also the Lodestone. The Wilderness Lodestone. That'd be very nice to have. So let's head there. I'll just need to get up to level 60 mining, which shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, great thing about this chunk is that it unlocks me 2 more wilderness events. There's the farming one that happens right here, which will be great to just start getting farming levels, and then a hunter one with butterflies. So I'll be able to get my hunter level up too. Not sure if that will potentially unlock any future tasks, but I'll probably do them every now and again. And this is a task complete right away. Get the lodestone done. I can automatically complete another task since I got the lodestone, which I believe is teleport to the lodestone here. And then I'll just need to get level 60 mining, which I'll probably head down to the southeast mine there and just mine copper and tin, because I'll eventually need to train up my smithing. My first hunter event for the wilderness events got me up all the way to level 12. Not too bad. And anything good from the stack? Yeah, some ashes and some energy. Might be good for some prayer later. It's just stacking up any ashes or bones I've got. Haven't been using them. Just 5 experience away from level 60 mining, and there we go. I can now mine Dracolith. consider this task complete because the chunk picker just says mine a Dracolith rock, not necessarily get a Dracolith ore, so I'm calling this complete. So I can roll a new chunk now. All tasks complete. Let's see what we get. Maybe we'll get the nice scary one, or maybe we'll just keep going into the wilderness. Hey! I unlocked Canithus! I can actually start going into here. I can receive... Ooh, I unlocked Slayer since I have Mashna. And I think I can actually complete some backlogs about yeah, there's snails down here, so I should be able to get the complete some backlog tasks. First things first, let's unlock the new Canithus Lodestone. Make getting over here much simpler. And then let's grab a task from Mashna here. I'm not sure what tasks I can actually do from him. And he will give me Earth Warriors, so I actually can't even do that task. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I can. I can kill them in the Chaos Tunnels. I'll have to look at what all his tasks he have and see when I'll get Slayer locked, but I'll keep doing Slayer till I can't anymore. And then there should be some snails down here that I can kill. I'll need to kill the Blamish snail for the congealed blood. If actually... Oh wait. This is about as far down south as I can go, and it doesn't look like any snails actually come up this high, so I guess the snail-related tasks will have to be backlogged since I don't really have proper access to them yet. Only other task I have is to kill a werewolf using the Wolfbane dagger here. And even though the chunk picker doesn't show it though, once that's done, boom, task complete. Even though the chunk picker doesn't actually show it, I do potentially need to get, I think it's like 113 Slayer now, because I have access to the one dungeon. I think I have access to it. Okay, I guess I don't have access to the crypt yet, so I don't need to get the 113 Slayer for the Armored Phantoms. But like I said, I'll do as many Slayer tasks as I can until it stops me from doing Slayer, even though the task, Chunk Picker's not calling for any Slayer tasks. It's kind of funny, like every kill is giving me a Slayer level. But with access to Slayer now, even though the Chunk Picker's not showing any tasks for it really, I need to get up to level 75 Slayer, because that's what the highest level Slayer creature I have available to me, which is the Gargoyles. And I'll be able to get the Granite Maul from them then, if I get that level. I also have access to Dust Devils down here, but I will not require getting the Dragon Chain Body, because that is just way too rare of a drop. But until I get Slayer locked, I'll be doing Slayer for now. And this seems like a good place as any to end the episode. I will say that I will not be using Slayer points to skip any tasks, even if I happen to get enough Slayer points. Because I'll want to save up all my Slayer points to buy the stuff from the Slayer shop. But for now, ciao for now, and Happy New Year's, y'all.